All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is Maximize Your Chamber Benefits. I'm Laura Trexler. I'm the Director of Membership, joined by Mark Allen, the Director of Business Services today. We're hoping you can take away one thing that you didn't know before to help maximize your chamber benefits. And again, I'm Laura Trexler. Next slide, Jesse. This is our 5 things that make us unique at the Grand Rapids Chamber: our collaborative office space, talent development, government affairs, business services, and diversity, equity, inclusion. This is a photo of our collaborative office space, what we call the work cafe. It's meant to be an extension of your workspace. So when you walk in, you'll see here all of the different postures. We want you to feel welcome there. Kesia picture here will be sure to welcome you, and make sure you have the Wi-Fi password, make sure you have coffee, and make sure you're comfortable to work here and do whatever work that you're trying to accomplish that day. You're welcome to have meetings here with your clients as well. And we are open right now at limited capacity as well. So come on down, you're welcome. This is your membership and sponsorship team. So we are here to make sure you feel engaged in your membership, maximizing your membership, and also connecting you to people and resources in the West Michigan area. So you have your membership team and your sponsorship team. The sponsorship team is also maximizing your visibility within our programming. So if you wanted to sponsor and get your logo on our programming, please reach out to Omar and Yadira. This is our minority business liaisons. We launched this program in 2021. We feel that it aligns perfectly with our mission to create a thriving and prosperous West Michigan for all. They are intentionally reaching out to minority-owned businesses, making sure that they have the support they need to thrive in the West Michigan business ecosystem. This is your government affairs team. They work at the local and state level and federal, but mostly the local and state level. They're working on issues related to healthcare, transportation, tax, education, workforce development. They want to hear from you anything, even if it's just to understand a policy, or if you need their help on lobbying, please reach out. They're looking for your feedback. This is your talent development team. They have a long list of programming that they offer, like Athena, Leadership Advantage, Leadership Grand Rapids, Merging Leaders, Leading Edge is a women's only program, and the Athena program that you might be familiar with. They really want to make sure that they're helping you grow in order to help grow your personal and professional development, but also for employers. This is really important to help make sure that we retain the talent in West Michigan. This is our diversity, equity, inclusion team. They are here to help you in your diversity, equity, inclusion journey. So they offer programs like our LGBT programming. It's called OutPro. And then we also have programs like our Institute for Healing Racism. They will come into your business and do a diversity, equity, inclusion assessment and give you recommendations, a DEI strategy, and how to move forward, how to increase your, we give you a rating. So we hope that every year you can increase that rating. And then they'll do implicit bias training. They'll do an organizational culture and communication training as well. Finally, before I kick it over to Mark, we have our business services team, which Mark is a part of. They, much like the membership team, they want to be your first call whenever you have a business need, whether you're looking for a customer, a vendor, networking tips. They also put on our business services programming. So these are business capacity programs, but also networking programs as well. So without further ado, I'll introduce Mark Allen, our Director of Business Services. Mark, take it away.
Thanks, Laura, and good morning, everyone. I am Mark Allen, Director of Business Services for the Grand Rapids Chamber of Commerce, and I've been with the Chamber for 12 years. Jesse, if we can back up to that slide with our photos real quick. Joining us in the business services team is our Vice President, Dante Villarreal, as well as our business services manager, Megan Steenwick. And our team, like Laura said, works hand in hand with the membership team to help all of you maximize all of your chamber benefits, but also make those connections. We can help through those connections with our 120 plus programs and events that include capacity building, networking, government affairs, diversity, equity, inclusion, and leadership programs, larger scale award celebration events, and we even host 2 golf outings every year. Those connections too, if you're looking for that next vendor or wondering where your customers are participating in the chamber, we're happy to take on that research and find that information for you and then make some introductions and connections. We can also help you get involved with countless councils and committees that we have here at the chamber. And we even have 2 pair of really big scissors and lots of red ribbon, and we are ready to celebrate with you for your milestone events. Keeping in mind right now, in our COVID world, that might look a little different than normal, but we do have those scissors on the standby and certainly ready to go and get back out into the community. Member benefits, a lot of the member benefits are housed here in the business services team. And again, we all support one another at the chamber, but you do have some benefits that you can take advantage of to not only help your business, but help your employees with some cost saving opportunities. The first one is our accident fund workers' compensation program. And this is for businesses that have a workers' compensation premium of $75,000 or less, and a pretty fair workers' comp rating. Members that participate in this program, they're eligible to receive an upfront 5% discount on their workers' compensation premiums, as well as eligibility for dividends on an annual basis. We are the strongest performing group for accident fund within the state of Michigan, and so our participants on the annual dividend basis are used to receiving double-digit dividends. In January of this year, all of our participants in the program received 11% of their premiums back. So accident fund really is a member benefit that does pay you back and helps you with some cost-saving opportunities. And depending on your membership level and your premiums, sometimes the savings are more than enough to cover the cost of your membership. Davenport University has been a longtime partner of the Chamber, and they offer Chamber member employees as well as their dependents and spouses an opportunity to save 20% on their tuition expenses if they're utilizing Davenport University. The only exclusion there is the nursing program. The core classes aren't eligible, but all the prerequisites would be eligible to take advantage of that discount. And this is for new enrollments into Davenport. Unfortunately, it's not retroactive. So if you're a current Davenport student and you've already paid your tuition, it would not apply. But for new enrollees, definitely it's something to take advantage of. Also with our friends at Davenport, their Institute for Professional Excellence. These are those professional development training opportunities, human resource certifications, event project management certifications, and so on. They also will provide a discount on any registration fees. And if you are looking as an organization to provide a larger scale training for all of your employees or a fair amount of a certain department, they won't apply individual discounts, unfortunately, but they do provide an overall discount on the price to make it very competitive for those training needs. Paychex is another longtime partner, human resources and payroll services, and they provide members with a 25% discount on some of those human resources and payroll processing services. We have 2 very active Paychex representatives within the Chamber membership. And if that's something you're interested in, we'd be happy to make those connections for you. Office Depot, this is a big one. As a member organization, your company, if you're using Office Depot through the Chamber's Office Depot program, you can save up to 55% on some of your most frequently ordered office supplies. So when you think of your copy paper expenses, your printer and toner ink for your copiers and such, those expenses add up. Office Depot can make some customized lists for you of products if they're not already in the chamber program to help you save on those. The chamber, through the Office Depot program as well, receives a certain percentage back of every dollar that's spent in that program. So you're not only saving money for your business, but you're helping support the work of the chamber at the same time. And I know a lot of our small business members really enjoy that as an opportunity. If sponsorship isn't in the realm for them, they're still able to support the chamber by giving back through purchases with Office Depot. Those discounts do also apply if you're not just ordering online, but if you're also shopping in the store. And this is something that we can share to your employee base as well. We do have in-store discount cards. So when your employees are shopping in the store for their home office needs or back to school supplies, they show their chamber discount card, and anything that they're purchasing that's in the chamber program, they would get those same discounts and benefits as if the business were ordering those same products online. So a great opportunity again to save for your business, add something into your employee benefits package, and help support the chamber at the same time. We do have enrollment forms for the Office Depot program for the business, and those in-store discount cards that we can send out to anybody that's interested. Van Man and Petroleum Group, this is a field management cost savings program. If you have a fleet of vehicles that are on the road, members of the chamber that participate in this program can save up to 7.5 cents per gallon on their fuel expenses when they use one of the affiliated Pacific Pride locations in and around the Grand Rapids and West Michigan area. Again, if this is something you're interested in, reach out to me and I'm happy to make the connection and introduction for you to speak with a Pacific Pride representative to start saving on those fuel expenses. And fuel prices go up and down all the time. So again, if you've got those vehicles on the road, let the chamber help you save on some of those expenses. Jesse, you can go on to the next slide. All of you as a chamber member are featured on our website through our member directory. And this is something that we can really help you maximize your visibility, as Laura mentioned. We can sit down with you and make sure that you're listed in the right business category, make sure your website is there, go through all of your social media platforms, gather those links and put them out here as well, so that when anybody's looking at our chamber business directory, they not only find your company name and address, but they can link to your website, they can link to your social media to get the what's going on right now updates from your organization, and so on. We can also help you build in some keywords to your business listing. So I like to say to people, if you have 5 keywords that you're using on your website for Google searches, we would like to have those 5 same keywords from you to put into the backside of your business listing. So if anybody were visiting the chamber business directory on our website and did a keyword search, you would pull up in those. The business directory is the most frequently visited page on the chamber's website. So it's important that you work with us or we work with you to make sure that you're getting that visibility appropriately. We can also run reports out of our database that show how your business directory listing is performing, how many times it was pulled up, how many times people clicked through, how many times they went to your website. A lot of statistics that we can get for you from your business directory on the chamber website. And again, that's something that we can certainly come out to your location or have a phone conversation or Zoom these days and go through all that with you. Another benefit that a lot of people aren't aware of that you as a member have an opportunity to post on our website is job openings for your organization. Posting a job opening on the chamber website is free and it is part of your member benefits through your member login that Laura mentioned. And if you don't have your member login, just let us know and we can get you all that information. You can post your job openings onto the chamber website. There are several organizations within the community that do refer job seekers that they're working with to the jobs page on the chamber website. So it's another high traffic area and lots of visibility for your organization and more importantly, those openings that you have. Not mentioned in any of the slides, but also worth talking about, as a member, you have the opportunity to post a member-to-member coupon. And these are coupon opportunities that change frequently. And it's a way to entice other members, organizations, and their employees in the community to do business with you. So if you have a specific discount that you wanted to offer exclusively to chamber members, you can post that onto the chamber website. That's, again, part of your benefits. There's no cost to do that. And then you kind of manage that. And so we always say, set an expiration date, change your coupons frequently. And then, that drives more interest, hopefully, to your business. And it can be something as simple as, that discount, or if you're a restaurant, it's 10% off your total bill. Lots of opportunities to save, not just for the business, but for your employees as well. On this slide, you can see across the top too, every one of those divisions that Laura went through, they do have an area on our website where you can look at their specific programs and events, learn more about the team and the work that they're doing in their departments. There's opportunity to review all of the committees and councils, our events and programs calendar, and to learn more about all of us at the Chamber and our board of directors. So again, lots of opportunities to involve and engage, and really we're here to help you maximize, honestly, the name of the event, right? Maximize your chamber benefits. Let us help you take advantage of everything that we have to offer and support you and your team members. Laura, I don't know if you have anything else to add, but we're happy to open it up to any questions. I know Jesse's monitoring the chat for us. And a lot of times the best learning in an event like this comes from those questions and learning what's on other people's minds and helping one another along.
Mark, we do have.
I will add, oh, sorry, Jesse.
Nope,
I did want to say, when I talked about the membership team, we have, each of you has a membership person that is assigned to you. So if you haven't met with that person, please reach out and let me know, and I can make sure that they get connected with you. We want to meet with you at least once a year. So I didn't go through all of the names of all of the staff because we could have done that. That could have been the entire event, but want to make sure that you know who your membership person is. So please reach out if you haven't been connected with them.
And that's a great point, Laura. There are many touch points throughout your membership year. I realize the sun behind me is like right in my screen. Sorry, everybody. Anyway, there's several times throughout your membership year touch points where maybe it's a chamber ambassador. It might be myself or Megan from the business services team that will reach out to you as an opportunity to engage with you and help you learn more about your chamber member benefits. So take that opportunity to accept those emails and phone calls from us. They're outreach opportunities for us to learn about you and how we can better support you.
Mark, we do have one question. Someone is wondering, is the Office Depot benefit limited to Kent County?
No, actually, it's not. So if you're a member of the Grand Rapids Chamber and you have locations in California, because you're a member of the chamber here in Grand Rapids, your locations in California have full benefit access to those cost savings. And they even have a way that they can set up your online platform. So those people in your satellite offices, when they place an order, it comes through to whoever your contact person is that typically approves those things. And then they approve the order, and then it goes into Office Depot. So there's a lot of opportunities to share that wherever your business happens to be located. Not limited to Grand Rapids or Kent County. It goes, anywhere that your business is. I think we're like 15th in the nation as far as the Office Depot program goes. So we have a lot of buying power through there. Great question. And if you are interested in more on the Office Depot program, I don't know if Jesse has put it in the chat, but you can email me. My email address is mark@grandrapids.org, and I can send you the information to look through. That also includes the enrollment form that you would send back to me, and we get that to Office Depot so your account could be established.
The next question is, could you speak on the different types of sponsorship opportunities?
I'll take that one. So there's multiple ways get visibility with your membership. There's the things that come with your membership on your listing. We have advertising opportunities, and then we have sponsorship. So you can support any of our events. We have the sponsorship team that will reach out, have a consultative conversation with you to make sure that they're recommending ones that fit your interests. And so the short answer is any of our events really do have a sponsorship opportunity, but we would want to make sure that we connect with you to have that conversation and make sure that they're recommending the right thing on your interest and on your budget. So there's a lot that they want to make sure they talk to you about regarding that.
And in those situations when you're wondering about things like that, use your membership team and the business services team as kind of your gateway into the chamber. If you have a question about government affairs and you're not sure where to go, or a question on sponsorship, just reach out to us and we will be more than happy to connect you with the right chamber staff person.
And I see Denise's question. If you have a new service that you're launching, again, I would definitely say connect with your membership person, and they'll know what's going on related to, on current like social media. If that, whatever the service is, they might be able to work with our marketing team to see if there's a special opportunity there, or we have advertising that you could, that's open to you no matter what. But definitely want to work with your membership person to see what the opportunities are currently.
We should mention also, we kind of glossed over 120 events and programs, but when we think about connections, we also have peer-to-peer roundtable groups. The Chamber's largest and longest running program, where you participate with a group of no more than 15 people that meet monthly to talk about those challenges and issues in business and the marketplace, and tap into that experience of a qualified peer network to help everybody continue on and navigate these waters. I know over the past year, the feedback that we've been getting is how instrumental their peer groups were to each other, just helping get through and figure out how to run their business and take care of their employees, during the COVID year that we had in 2020. So there's another opportunity for connections as well. Any other questions? It's a lot of information to take in a short amount of time. And so we left plenty of time for questions, but happy to talk about anything else in the chamber that you might want more information on. Anything that we missed, Laura, that you can think of?
The other thing I was going to, when you're connecting with your membership person, they will be able to go over, like we said, the 120 events we have planned for the year. So I think like in this time of the year, it's a really great time to connect with your membership person and talk about, okay, who do I need to get involved in the chamber? We really encourage people to remember it shouldn't just be the main contact that's engaged. We're trying to work with you to find out, do you have new employees that could really take advantage of these events that would feel like they're representing your company and able to further the membership benefits through their engagement. So we want to meet with you and identify who might not currently be engaged that we can work with to get engaged. We'll go over the program schedule for the year and all of these little things that we're talking about that maybe we mention it now, but in 6 months, you're like, oh man, I still haven't done that. Okay, let me touch base with my membership team or the business services team to make sure that I'm going through my listing, maximizing everything that I know I heard them say in the webinar. We want to make sure that we're staying up to date on all of those things with you.
A couple other questions have come in. When do we anticipate in-person programming?
Gosh, I wish I had a crystal ball to say, a go date, but we have to follow all the guidelines for events and gatherings. It's our hope that by July, we're back to some sort of an in-person format, but we just have to wait and see how the guidelines and everything transition over the next couple of weeks and months ahead of us. I don't know, Laura, if you have any other insight or thought on that.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
Believe us, it's not our choice to not be in person. I think I could speak for all of our staff that we thrive on being with all of you and seeing you in person on a regular basis. So it can't happen soon enough for all of us. But the Work Cafe is open, so there's a little bit of opportunity to connect in person, and all the safeguards are in place. So you're in a safe spot there.
And we are, while we're still virtual, we're still doing our business exchange. We're still trying to weave in networking as much as we can to make sure that you still have that interaction. So hope to see you at some of those events that we're weaving in that networking.
Next question, what would be a good example as to how the government affairs team can be a resource for my business?
Yeah, I gave the overall categories just to kind of keep it brief, but an example would be, we have a really great story about a business owner that was trying on their own to get a sign in front of their business and they couldn't get it approved. And it's really a heartwarming story because he was so happy when we helped him get that sign up. And as for any of you that own businesses, that a sign in front of your business can drive traffic, and that can be make or break. So that was a small example locally that we were able to advocate on their behalf. Parking, we work on the Going Pro lobby on behalf of the Going Pro on West Michigan for the Going Pro Fund every year. You can imagine COVID, the amount of lobbying we've been doing in order to keep West Michigan doing business as much as possible and safe during the pandemic. The social zones, we were advocating on that. Any other big ones? It's really anything that is impacting your business. And if you're feeling like you're having a hard time navigating the city or the state level, we want to hear from you. And then sometimes at the state level, if it's a big issue that we're bringing people down to the Capitol to testify, we want you to reach out so we can have those stories, and maybe we'll even bring you. So we really want you to be engaged in that way.
Mark, could you go in a little further detail pertaining the peer groups, and are there different groups with different career focuses?
Sure. I will, and I wanted to wrap up Laura's thoughts on government affairs. It doesn't have to be a big shiny object that you're after in the world of government affairs. We had a member who was located next to a storage facility whose trash kept blowing into their parking lot, and they got a citation for not keeping their yard clean. And so we were able to help them navigate through their governing authorities to get it all corrected. And so it doesn't have to be big and flashy. It can be something as simple about, just getting along as neighbors in the community. So, but yeah, happy to talk about the peer groups. That's part of our CEO and Management Roundtable program. We have over 30 tables that are made up of a variety of businesses. We have CEO and presidents tables. We have executive and senior leadership tables. So your VPs, chief operating officers, so on. We have a finance table. We have 2 human resources tables currently, but we will be opening up a third. 2 marketing tables currently, and I believe we'll be opening up a third table in that category as well. We have some tables for our creative businesses or those creative individuals within certain organizations. Actually, new enrollment is going on right now, so we're busy trying to find and do that matchmaking to place people into these groups for the upcoming program year that starts in April. I coordinate that, so if you have more questions about that specifically, again, feel free to reach out to me. I can share all sorts of information with you on it. But again, it's our largest and longest running program. A lot of great success stories that have come out of that, and a lot of great, not just partnerships. They're not selling networking, selling opportunities, but strategic thinking groups that have developed great partnerships and friendships along the way.
Can either of you touch base on how often the chamber sends out newsletters for upcoming events or other relevant details?
Yes, weekly. And if you're not currently getting that in your email, then I'll be happy. I can see who's asking this question. So I will make sure I communicate with my marketing team to make sure that you're on the list. And if you're not getting them, so you should get your first one Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning. So if you don't get it, please reach out to me. I'll make sure that you do.
And then the larger newsletter is every other month, I believe. Is that right, Laura? The ETC.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the work cafe being open, what is the occupancy limit currently, and how do they handle signing up?
So we operate similar to a coffee shop, if you will. So we're limited to 25% capacity, which I believe right now is 25 people. There is a health assessment survey that you need to complete online before your visit. And then Kesia will verify that upon your arrival, and then you scan in to have your temperature taken. But all those processes are in place. There's hand sanitizer, mask. There are the plexiglass partitions between the workspaces. So masks and social distancing are required in the work cafe, but limited right now to a 25% occupancy. Any other questions from anyone?
Denise has given a shout out for the roundtables, and I agree. I'm in a sales leadership one, so there's a sales program or a more leads generating table, and then a sales leadership program table, and definitely can attest to how great it's been to talk to other directors of sales and hear their sales strategy, what they're using for sales. So we, like Mark said, we have those tables for almost every type of leadership, category in each organization. So definitely encourage you to reach out.
Denise, I see you have a question about the awards. So we have our Athena Awards celebration that takes place in September. And then our larger, really kind of all-out business awards celebration is our Epic Awards celebration, and that takes place in October. And there are multiple categories of awards there, from Excellence in Business, Nonprofit of the Year, Small Business of the Year, Women-owned, Minority-owned. I'm missing some for sure. But there's a list of opportunities for awards there. And then the nominations will probably open up in June or July. And then in August, beginning of September, the finalists will be announced, and then we'll be moving toward that celebration in October. And you can nominate your own business. You can nominate one of your vendors, customers, anybody that's meets the qualifications of the different award categories. We'd be happy to review those nominations. And again, those should open up in June or July. Any other questions for us, Jesse?
I'm not seeing any more in the chat.
We won't keep you just to keep you, but we wanted to thank everybody for taking this time and learning a little bit more about your membership. And we hope to hear from you to continue the conversations more specifically directed to you and your organization. And we really hope that everybody learned at least one thing that you weren't aware of that was part of your member benefits. And if you did that, if you could report back to us on what that was, so that as we continue in our work, we know different things that we should be highlighting for everybody along the way. There's a question, will I be playing in the golf outing? Oddly enough, I'm not a golfer, Oliverio. You would not want me on the golf course, but I love a good golf outing and putting it all together. So we hope to see you out on the course. The dates are June 7th for our West Michigan Minority Contractors, and then July 19th for the larger chamber open event. So I think with that, Laura, unless you have any parting words for everybody, again, thank you.
Parting words is make sure you're just, if I haven't said it already enough, I'll say it one more time. Reach out as much as you think of us or need a resource. Please reach out, because we really want to hear from you as much as as much as we possibly can. And then make sure you follow the social. I put it in the chat, but that is a really great way as well to keep up to speed with what we're doing. Sometimes we'll put things out on social that's more immediate, that we need either feedback from you, or we want you to know about it quicker than the newsletter can come out. So stay engaged on social, and we want to hear from you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us again, and we'll wish you all a great day and enjoy the warmer weather outside. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.